The 49ers coming in at 6-8. Going up against the Seahawks, who come in at 7-7.
All right, Larry, from the heart of Silicon Valley, there's a look inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Seattle Seahawks and the San Francisco 49ers. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They've got his man complete. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
All right, here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Goes right side, complete to Gronk. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
I have no crystal ball up here. I can't truly see into the future. But if they don't start getting some pressure on him, make him move around a little bit and do something with the receivers to, change up their timing, they're just going to get shredded as we've seen so far. Right now, they're off to a blazing start.
Yeah, and you are right. He looks way too comfortable back there in the pocket.
Yeah, there shouldn't be a pillow back there for him, all right? As a defensive guy, they've got to dump him on his backside a few times, shake things up.
Yeah, they're going to need an in-drive adjustment here on this first series. On play action, they'll throw. Gronkowski got it on the crossing route. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And avoids the contact by sliding. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. And the offense in a great spot. It's first and goal from the 3. They'll set up a throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me an option of running play action, maybe throwing.
And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Frank Clark in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's third and goal.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Back to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal. The 49ers are going to turn over to the special teams crew. The field goal unit is out there now. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is good. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive for them here on their home turf results in a field goal.
Now that's the way you want to get things started. Your stadium, your crowd, you've got the ball, put points on the board first, and let everyone start to celebrate.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. Caught right side, Davis. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you can see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
Now Wilson. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. They go play action now. Wilson. And that is incomplete. The tight end, Luke Wilson, was the target. And it's 2nd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
2nd and 10 now. Wilson. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change at quarterback, running back, tight end. It doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
On second down, Kamara. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And they're going to get the first down here as he's up to the 14. With 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They go play action here on first down. And this one is incomplete.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown, out of his reach, and incomplete. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So they got him coming up from his linebacker spot.
And sometimes the position designation really doesn't matter. If you creep up to the line of scrimmage, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before you do.
5 yards left for the offense. It's second down.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. Big hold of the 30. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the 49ers in control of the football, and they've got it here with a first down.
Here we go now. Boom, landed.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. He was trying to get it to his running back, Alvin Kamara. That'll bring up second down.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. That's now the second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Play action. It's Wilson. Flushed out right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
On 3rd down, that's Tate, and he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. He needed a yard, that's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. On 2nd down, here's Wilson. On the right side, caught by Green. The ball comes out, and now this is scooped up by the 49ers.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Gronkowski, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that at just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
Now back to throw. And that is incomplete. On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. Midfield now. Here's Wilson. Looking left side. It's complete. He's got it. And he's brought down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Now, that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Now Wilson on 1st down. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's second down. Second down now after the incompletion. Play action. Now Wilson. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. On third down, Wilson. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's fourth down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Here's Matt Bosher now as he'll kick it away for the second time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, here we go. Get 56. Back down in Philly. Here we go. Let's go.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he's able to hold on to the football.
Set. Green. Leopard. Leopard.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. The Niners on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. They'll drop to throw. And he finds a man on a crossing route. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let them know that.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Very tough spot here for the offense to start. After the interception, here's Wilson. Out to the right here to Wilson. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. Green with a catch left side. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit. And that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions. Even when you're taking some hits, sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up, and make those throws, and he did that.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Damon Harrison getting in there from his defensive tackle spot to snow him under for a loss of 4. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Fresh set of downs here. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to more NFL action on EA Sports after this. So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on to punt for Seattle. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. Well, that's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. And they'll get him down right around the 11-yard line. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the first. Back to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. How about that for a little jolt right before intermission?
I'm talking about taking momentum into the half with you, and so many teams have an emphasis on trying to score in the last 2 minutes of a half to carry that with them. It's not often talked about scoring on defense, though. That's extra mo.
And now they may take the lead into the locker room as well. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Going up top. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down.
All right, need you to check my eyes here. This entire unit defensively, I think, has looked really strong in the first half, especially in the secondary. They've been cohesive, fast to the football, and we just saw another example arriving there to help knock that one away.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off at the 47. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded at the goal line. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
Now let's go! Detroit! Detroit!
They'll throw now on the final play. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Jones. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. They'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. And too much on that one. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. So we've come upon halftime with the visiting Seahawks. They're out in front. As we send you cross country to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando with our halftime report, here's Larry Ridley. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
2nd down, 9 yards to go. They'll run it now out of the gun. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. The Seahawks on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. The play clock's running down. To throw on 3rd down, Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete.
But sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
Here's Matt Bosher now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The Niners on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
They're going to look to throw. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. "51 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Seattle now ready to march out of the field. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Jones. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. handoff. Here's Kamara. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Watch it now, Barney.
On play action, they'll throw. It's caught. Jones. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot.
And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 16. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Defenses always have a goal of holding a runner under 100 yards. Well, he went over 150 last week, won NFC Player of the Week award honors. And guess what? He's got a chance to do it again because of that vision he has. He sees holes that maybe don't exist.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The Seahawks on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Oh, it's a screen pass. It's complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
The Seahawks on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Play clock winding down. And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. third down. That's Tate, and he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And this one is right down the middle. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So it goes down as an 8-play drive, and they cap it with the field goal.
Yeah, they were able to pick up a few first downs along the way, but they couldn't keep the momentum going all the way into the end zone.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The 49ers getting set to trot out there. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
And while there is no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
Now let's go. Over.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll make it a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. It doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that's going to lead to a third down. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter. The Niners on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Gronk, the tight end, in motion. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Doyle. A big third down play there for the Niners. 42 yards. And a 2-score game, obviously. Every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
That's complete right around the 8. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on 1st down. They come out here in the eye. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the 49ers have cut it back within a score. And he's got it up and through. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. They'll run it now out of the gun. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
They go play action with Wilson. Wilson snags it left side. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. From the gun, it's Wilson. His throw incomplete.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
So 2nd and 10 here. Throwing again. Wilson. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Green. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. Here it's 3rd and 2. To throw again is Wilson. Wide open receiver complete. 18 yards there, down to the 18 and a 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This is 3rd down and 12. From the shotgun, Wilson. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the fourth quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
This is taken at the 3. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They're giving those short little routes, tackled him in bounds too. They're just not wanting to get beat over the top.
Yeah, and if you can't really get downfield, take the short routes. But now you got to have guys who can actually break tackles and increase those gains.
They'll set up to throw. The left side completion to Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. They go play action here on first down. Shakes off the sack. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long.
Let's go!
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And the pressure gets to him again.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays.
Detroit! Detroit! No, check, Patriot!
Back to throw here. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. Now a handoff looking right. And down to the 36-yard line here. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. 2nd down following the run. They'll run it now out of the gun. Taking it right down Broadway. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Seahawks, the win moves them to 8-7 now on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, they're guaranteed now a sub-500 season as they fall to 6-9. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Los Angeles Rams. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Santa Clara.